Hey folks, you're short on funds, and yet you still got to market your business. You don't have the money for print ads or for radio or for television. So what do? You turn to social media. Chances are you're on social media a lot anyway. Your business needs a social media presence. Let's take Facebook, for instance. Now, your business needs a Facebook page. And the problem I see when a business gets a Facebook page is they spend all of their time selling. Don't do that. Spend some of your time adding value to people's lives and to their businesses. Become a resource that they turn to for good ideas. Don't always be hustling them. They don't want to be hustled, but they love when people add value to their lives and businesses. So put out ideas that they can use to make things better, but never underestimate the power of social media. You can do that today.
Hi there, it's Joe Calloway. What if you are strapped for cash, you need some money, which means you need some business and you need it right now. You need to generate some revenue. You know, I'll be interested to see what the other four guys say about this, if any of them say something like this, because this seems to me to be screamingly obvious. You go to your existing customers, you go to your past customers, not to go in front of them and say, look what I'm selling, but to get in front of them and say, what's going on with you? What do you want now? What do you need now? What are you trying to achieve now? What are your opportunities? What are your challenges? Because you don't know what to sell to them until you know what's going on with them. For me, in my business, it has never failed. If I need to generate some immediate revenue, I go to my existing past customers and find out what's going on with them. Hope you're having fun today. I am so far.
Hey, it's Randy Pennington, and here's the thing. If you're strapped for cash, you don't need to market. You need to sell. You see, marketing in my mind is the activities that you do to create awareness, and everything that you hear from my friends will absolutely work. But if you're really strapped for cash, you need to sell. And that means engaging in a dialogue with people who might need what you do, or even better, with those who have purchased from you in the past. Your goal is to listen to determine if there's something that you can provide that adds value to them. And then most important, ask for the business. Yes, you have to continue to plant the seeds with marketing, but I've seen lots of companies, including mine, that have found themselves in trouble because they confused marketing with selling. You see, when you go to your bank and ask for a loan, they don't evaluate your marketing plan. They evaluate and look at your sales, and so should you. And one more thing. This is just one of the topics that we're going to cover at the Five Friends Business Summit on November 2nd and 3rd in Las Vegas. So make sure you sign up soon because space is limited.
So if you're strapped for cash, how can you market your business? Many years ago, I learned an important lesson from a candy store. That's right, I went into a candy store in a mall just to look around, which in itself is a bad idea. Didn't plan to buy anything, but a woman came around the counter with a tray of chocolates and she offered me a couple. Of course, after I had a couple pieces of chocolate, which were very, very good, I realized I couldn't leave without buying something from her. That's called the law of social reciprocity. When somebody does something nice for you, you want to return the favor. So here's what I'd suggest. Have a teaser. Provide a little bit of service or a little bit of your product for free, knowing that if it's really good, many people will decide they need to buy the entire product or service from you. In other words, I call it let them taste the candy technique. Prove value first if you want people to do business with you.
Okay, so you're short on cash and you still have to market. What in the world do you do? This is an important one, and I'm sure we're going to touch on this at the Five Friends Business Summit to be held in November, because this is such an important topic for every entrepreneur and every small business. But one of the things I want to ask you is, where are your customers? And I don't mean whether or not they come into your store. I don't mean whether or not they deal with your practice or they subscribe to your service or whatever it might be. I mean, where are they? By that I mean, what social events do they go to? What charities do they participate in? What are some of their activities that they take part in? Because when you make a list of that, you can get involved in the same charitable activities that your customers are. And you can sponsor activities that your customers' kids participate in. You can find ways to market with little or no money when you get close to your customers.